late.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're live. So I was telling Marjorie, the first couple of questions I'm horrible at, and I didn't do well on those. The others I did okay on.
Yeah, okay, and I feel pretty confident in these.
I honestly only looked through everything because I haven't. But the first ones are always the hardest ones. Those testing, finding out which tests.
I'm horrible.
Oh, yeah, they're hard, especially with paired and independent.
Yeah, I got number 2, but that was about it.
Okay. So it was the independent, was it, I thought it was independent sample t-test, but.
It's the chi-square test, or cheese, however you say it, because you're doing all those.
So for the chi-squared test, how did you know, like, it was that one?
Because we took 4 different, I don't know, the 2 countries and the 4 different. It was just the one that we most recently worked on, so it clicked.
Mm-hmm.
For number 2.
Correct.
Well, so you'd want to tell an education managers. Okay. Human resources manager, data from recent things.
Oh, so if it's independent and there's 4, like there's an even number. Because like with ANOVA, it could be 5 different businesses and it would probably be ANOVA, but if it's 4 different businesses, there's a good chance it'd be the chi-squared because it's 2. You're working with number 2 squared, and it's always even when you have a squared number. So that makes sense. So that's a good tip. Different countries.
Number 2, would that be the paired samples t-test?
So are you on 2 or number 3?
Oh, sorry, I'm in 3.
Okay. I was
number
like,
2,
number 3.
Yeah, I thought it was paired samples t-test.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Yep.
Paired samples t-test.
It's not independent. I screwed that one up.
You know what really helped me, Christina, with that? When I did the review, she asks 2 questions to help you know. And the first question is how many groups?
Okay.
How many
you
groups?
Ask yourself the question, and any word problem when it's like this, the first question you ask yourself is how many groups? You figure out how many groups, usually 1 or 2 or 4 or 5, depending on which one. And let me find the other question. Because the other question was sigma, like do we have sigma, yes or no? Which isn't too helpful for this one, but what was the other question? I wrote it down.
We have a flowchart, don't we, for this kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except I still suck using the flowchart, so.
Yeah, I understand. I can't find, so it's how many groups and are they independent or dependent? And if they're dependent, like men and women, or it's hard to discern that with independent, dependent, but like one example she did was Food Giant and Mega Mart, and there's grocery stores, and they're 2 completely different grocery stores. Okay. So they're not relying upon each other at all. So it would be independent. Mm-hmm. So the next question is do they need each other to progress in the problem? That would probably be a good question. That might be helpful. I'm going to write that down. I hope that's helpful.
I'm writing all these down. Thanks.
Okay. Do they need each other?
They're not trying to FaceTime me. So question 4.
Progress in numbers or progress in general, like to paired, and it would be paired sample. Hopefully that is paired samples t-test for 4, and then for 3, and then number 4, a survey was conducted by a group of state lotteries. A random sample of 2406 students complete the survey. A total of 248 were classified as heavy players. Of these, 152 were male. You want to determine if the proportion of male heavy lottery players is different than the proportion of males in the population, which is 48.5%. Which hypothesis would be more appropriate for this analysis? So how many samples do we have?
And I had always thought said proportion, that it was a proportion. So I guess it could be test of 2 proportions, but it's not 1.
One, yeah. So you test of 1 proportion or the 1 sample Z or T test.
Yeah, I'm thinking I think it's the 1 sample T or T, Z or T.
I never know. It's hard for me to find the difference between 1 sample Z and T.
So I'm trying to think of how I'd input this in the computer. 248, 2406, 152, 48.5.
I'll Google that again. 1 sample Z test. See what it means.
1 sample Z
Sample.
proportion.
Usually I remember if it was 1 sample Z.
Eight of these questions are just all.
Yeah, so
figuring-
the first one, that's what I messed up on those ones.
Let's see. 1 sample Z test.
Oh, I forgot this one right. Never mind. It is the test of 1 proportion.
Oh, it is. Okay, good.
Sorry.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Sorry.
And how do we know if it's is that in the, I tried finding it in the book, but is it the test of 1 proportion? What is that exactly?
So I guess I was right with the proportion, if it says proportion. On the actual formula or what it is? Test of 1.
Both.
It's the number 7. I want to say it's in chapter 17. That's as much as I can give you. But give me
Okay. I'll look that up. That's okay. Let's
Yeah, I don't know if that's right. It may not be 17.
test 1 proportion.
Oh, I'm so nervous about doing this test.
Me too.
I didn't do
I'm
so
reviewing
well.
all of the old reviews. It's taking me forever, but I'm like,
Yeah, I couldn't make it to the review last night, but I'll look through it before I take the test tonight.
test of 1 proportion.
Give you a combination.
So they are in the book. They are in the books. I just need to dig through. Okay. I'll keep digging. I had a real hard time finding the chi-squared testing in the book.
A second one. Question 5. Would that be? I've got here test of 2 proportions, or paired samples, perhaps. Hello.
Oh, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm just trying to read it again.
Which hypothesis test would be most appropriate for this analysis?
Only 4 more weeks, guys.
I know, huh? Test of 2 proportions. Where'd it go?
So
I
there's
think
2
it's
different
2
logs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it'd be 2
There's 2
different.
different logs, so it's the test of 2
Yeah,
proportions.
I don't
So-
know. That, yeah, I'll go with it. Because I got it wrong anyway. I just was trying to see how we would actually test.
What did you put?
Oh, it's not 1 sample t-test. So test of 2 proportions, you said?
Yeah, I think it's either this test of 2 proportions or no, that's the only one I could think of it, or a paired samples 2 test. Perhaps.
Okay.
So
Only 2 more.
okay, a bank employs 2 appraisers and presentation. Just with 6 properties in both prisons. Oh, I'm so bad at completing.
I'm just going to get the book out really quick. Is that okay? Do you guys care? If that takes too long.
No, you're fine.
I'm just going to get the book so that we...
I feel like this is longer than the actual test.
I know. It was,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're never the same. The test is like completely different.
And the test
Yeah.
is so different than the review. The review doesn't really prepare you. Like the review that she shows you, that prepares you for the exam. The video she makes, but this review doesn't really prepare you. It's just random questions they have on here, in my opinion. But I could be wrong in my opinion.
No, I
Okay.
agree.
It's kind of random.
This is just points.
Yep, it is.
But it's nice that we don't have to do homework this week at all, except for
Mm,
like we don't have to meet on Thursday.
yeah.
We just have to do our samples. I'll collect the data.
That's weird. I lost you for a second. I've never had it do that. Are you guys still there?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have any ideas about question 6?
Well, it's not independent samples T confidence interval. I can eliminate that. Other than that, I don't know. It's almost to the point where I left these for the end and came back to them.
I'm looking up the 2 proportions stuff here to take a look at the book. Oh, hypothesis for 1 proportion. Oh, here we go. I must have not read this. I don't think I read this. Okay. Yeah, I need to read more. Okay. I really need to read this more diligently. Okay. This is for 1 proportion.
Yeah, and so I don't even know if they're going to do that, but we've used test of 1 and test of 2, so I don't even know if they're going to make us use it again or if it's one of them to use again.
And is it worth looking up the information? Well,
Do you guys want to skip them and come back? I could tell you number 8.
yeah, I think it'd be the test of 2 proportions because if that's what we're working with right now.
Okay, so hold on. Are we on 2 different ones? Oh, there's
No,
a
we're
confidence
6
interval
right
for
now.
2 proportions. Sorry, number 6. I didn't see that.
Not number 6. Okay.
So it's a confidence interval.
Yeah, sorry.
So it's 2 appraisers, which makes me think, oh, maybe it's independent samples t-test.
It's not that one.
Oh, independent samples t confidence
Yeah,
interval.
that's the one I miss. I thought it was.
Confidence interval for 2 proportions.
Yeah, that's what Marjorie was saying. Let's go for it.
Let's go for that one. Wall Street Journal articles.
I would say paired samples T confidence interval, yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on. You changed it. Which one?
Oh, it has 6 properties.
You said 2 proportions.
I think the last one.
Yeah, 2 proportions. 2 appraisers. Yeah, I think that's it. The last one, number 5, was 2 proportions. I think confidence are for 2 proportions. Because I wasn't aware. I thought it's kind of a dumb assumption, but I thought that 1 proportion 2 was something they made up to throw us off. And I was like, oh, those aren't those. And I just only looked at the first 4. That was dumb. But I was like, oh yeah. And I should have checked my information. But confidence interval for 2 proportions sounds right. Because it's what we're working with. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
They had a test for ANOVA, I probably would have maybe picked that because of 6 properties, but they don't have that there for us, thankfully. So it's probably the 2 proportions.
And then question 7, I'm looking at it, and it's pretty similar. They're independent because they're different majors. So I think independent samples t-test confidence interval. I think that one actually. I think it's that.
Okay.
The 4th one.
Independent samples, I agree. Because psychology and accounting have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
I think I know I struggle with that one though, is because I think I liken everything to each other. So I always say it's dependent. So I was like, oh yeah, accounting and psychology, they're a lot alike. And, and I think of all the things they have in common. And then but I have to think critically, like, no, it's different. Why?
Could be the method of feeling. You need to construct a confidence interval to estimate the true feeling. Oh. It would just be 1 sample.
Yeah, this is 1 sample T.
Yeah, that's obviously 1 sample T, but you say T, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Christina. Which of the
Because
following
there's only one sample. Yeah.
best defines the notion of significance level of a hypothesis test?
So,
No, this is not the top one.
yeah, this one is
So it's either 1 or 2, type error 1 or 2.
probability of type 1 error.
Yeah.
Find that one in the old quizzes we did.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a good idea to study the old quizzes. Which of the following best defines the notion of a p-value? The probability of observing a sample statistic, Moore stream. That one.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's pretty easy. Suppose you create
So
95
type 2 error, type 1 error.
and you get 10, 20, and total report this by saying something like we are 95% confident that the true mean is between. Oh, that's the second one. 95% of all 95% confidence intervals actually contain the true mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm behind. What was number 10? Was it type 2
Third
error?
one.
The third one.
The probability of observing a sample statistic. And then 11 is the second one, 95% of all 95% confidence intervals. I remember that because I remember thinking it was stupid.
Yeah, me too.
Mhm. Oh, I think there had one like that on the homework.
Yeah.
You take a simple random sample of 100 adults from a town west in the United States to the town. Assume the unknown population probability is 30%. What is the mean of the distribution? I'm better at the word questions, honestly.
I mean, I could tell you what to. Yeah. See, and I'm reversed. I can't do the word questions.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just have to think of it. Try and think of it just logically.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's math. Matthew, my husband, has really taught me to do that. He just said, take every part of the information you get and just piece them together and see what makes more logical sense.
Okay.
So that's
I'm all
I
for
know it's silly, but it's one of these ones I always forget. Which I always have to have my paper full of
I know.
all the.
Okay, so sorry. The homework was different entering in the, so I've got to go back to where it was.
And I'm sorry, I had another quick question. For number 9, was it type 1 error?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
And that's always as a rule, not just for this particular question, but that's the rule of thumb. That's always type 1 error for a significance level of hypothesis test.
Oh my gosh, this is all old school stuff.
so number 12 is going to be your P, which is already your point.
Oh, 0.0.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. I knew that P is always. Okay, so 0.30, and then the standard deviation.
And that's your square root P close, what do you call it? Oh, close, the 1 minus P divided by N.
1 minus P divided by X, you say?
N.
Oh, N. And that is the standard deviation?
Yeah.
Which is, so the square root of P, bracket 1 minus P, close bracket, divided by N.
Yeah.
So we haven't been given N, have we?
Yeah, we did.
Sorry. So, 0.30.
And that's for one proportion, right? For proportions? One proportion or for both?
I'm in lesson 6. I just went through and did all my lessons. I can't tell you what they were. It was whatever was in lesson 16. And that's probably why I have a problem with at the beginning.
0.301 minus 0.30 divided by 100. That's 0.046.
Correct.
Oh, is that, we do it to 3 decimal places, so it would be 0.05.
No, you had it right.
0.046, sorry.
Yeah.
0.46, yeah.
Thank you for that. So that's just standard deviations.
Oh, that was for standard deviation, 0.046. Sorry, I'm kind of slow. So, and the mean is 0.03, right?
Yeah, no, 0.30.
0.30.
It's literally the same as what they give us.
Okay, so the mean, that's always the same
Yeah.
as the p. Mean is the same as the p.
Yeah. And then, oh, I see. I always struggle with probability as well.
Yeah, so this is the z-score of all of that, and then your probability.
What,
Oh, and the z-score is p hat minus p.
Divided all of that.
wait, where did you
Divided by
get the p hat?
0.046.
Yeah. So, and your
Okay.
p hat is your 0.25.
Oh,
Minus 100. Is that it? Divided by 0.0.
Minus your 0.30 for your z-score.
Oh.
So yeah, 0.25 minus 0.30 divided by square root of 0.30. 1 minus 0.30, the one you just did, divided by 100.
Okay, I'll get my calculator.
Simple.
Okay. So it's 0.25 minus, oh. You're watching Moana. I'm like. I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, you'll have to. It's a cute show.
That sounds
Just
fun.
not now. Not watch it now,
Yeah,
right?
not now. Yeah, I'm in the other room, but I'm hearing the music. And I'm like, I want to watch it. No, homework.
No, it's
I have all the time. Negative 0.1667. Is that it for the probability? Or did I do the wrong?
so the probability is once you've got your z-score of negative 1.09.
you put that into the normal probability, I put.
Oh, okay. The area is the probability. Oh, you need to remember that.
This is really
0.25 minus 0.30. There's that.
So
Sorry, I have a really hard time with algebra. It always takes me a long time
0.317?
getting it wrong.
Sorry, what did you ask, Alice?
0.317?
Yeah, well, yeah, 0.138 is the same, right?
Wait, what do
Because
you
you
mean?
rounded up.
This is what I have for the probability, 0.317.
Yeah. I had 1379, but I don't see why 137 wouldn't work. But I gave the answer of 0.138. Did you get a negative 1.09 for your z-score?
I got negative 0.1666, but did I put it down right? Is it 0.25 minus 0.30 divided by 0.30?
And then 1 minus p divided by n.
Oh, wait, I got it wrong.
I got it wrong.
So, Alice,
Um,
you were really close. Like, I think that they would accept the 137. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my problem.
I've now got 0.275 or 276 rounded up.
For your z-score?
No,
Or
no, for
For
my
the probability output.
probability.
Yeah, so what did you get for your z-score?
What, minus 1.09.
Okay, so we're looking at less, right? Negative 1.09. And if you click on the left-hand side, it should give you 0.1379.
So 0.137.
Yeah.
So it's just really different.
I hate that they do stuff like that. Like I contacted Sister Wilkinson about the next chapter. Oh, this is my screen right here. Is that what yours doesn't look like that?
Oh, I've just been doing it. I'm sorry, let me click on you so I can see it. Oh, I didn't do it one-sided. That's my bad.
are we on number 14 still?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is I'm just
I
gonna
got
double check.
exactly that. 11379. So 0.138 is the answer.
Yeah. So I think your 137 would have been accepted.
So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna review the steps you guys did because I was listening, but I kind of had a hard time with the p hat minus p, and then you divide that by the square root of p times 1 minus p divided by n,
Correct.
and then you plug in the numbers, which is 0.25 minus, the top one is 0.25 minus 0.30 divided by our 0.046, right?
No.
That's what we got.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I never do it that way. Yeah, and then make sure you're doing everything in brackets. This is one that if you're using a scientific it can really mess you up.
Okay, I'll use Erin's calculator. So, and then that answer is some z-score. You put the z-score in and you got 0.138.
The z-score is negative 1.09.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you entered that in the applet, you got 0.138.
Oh, okay. I get it. Thank you for clarifying that for me. I'm sorry. Okay.
You're fine.
That makes sense. Okay.
Hypertension. So I'm reading the 15.
So this is going to be your Excel, the only Excel that we ever used that they told us to use. It is, sorry, the one sample, or the 2 sample z-test for proportions. Kind of idea.
So the 2 sample z-test?
Yeah, but that one I had to do by hand.
I would just do it by hand myself too.
I don't think I did that one in Excel at all.
And those notes I took are in another notebook.
I never know how to do the margin of error 95%. I just never know how to do it.
Yeah, so it's do you want me to tell you what the formula is?
Yes, please.
Okay.
The margin of error 95%.
So it's your Z star, which is your 1.96.
Oh yeah.
Square root of your p hat 1, bracket 1 minus p hat 1, or 1 minus p hat 1, bracket, close brackets, divided by n1. Did any of that come through? And then you plus it to your...
Would we not be minusing it this time? Since P1
one?
minus P2, or do we always do plus?
On this one where it's plus.
Oh, okay.
So it's when you're adding the 2, P1 and P2, you're adding in the middle.
Okay.
And that's still square root of p hat 2, brackets 1 minus p hat 2 divided by n2.
Oh, and P1 minus P2 go in before the Z.
Yeah.
That's what that does. I'm remembering now.
I don't even know if you guys can see it. I could probably stop sharing my screen.
Okay. Let's take a look at
I'm horrible at this stuff. Can you see that one on top?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got it down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm horrible at telling you. Okay.
I honestly would like to skip those.
Do you want me to tell you what I got?
Well, you can. I just,
Work it out.
I don't like it. I'm much better at working on my own than I am in
I
groups.
know, that's why I go ahead and work. 'Cause
Yeah, I should feel well that.
No, I'm not.
Monday's
I was
really
just
busy
saying that's
for me.
why.
Oh, you guys, I need the group. You guys help me. I have my homework grades abominable. Like, I can't do it on my own. I do it so much better with another person because I second guess.
Yeah.
And then I pick the one that I don't think it is. And then, like,
It was it.
yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah, I have a hard time. Aaron, the ones he's worked with me on for the homework that he's helped me, like he helps me feel confident. No, that was the right answer originally. Don't go back. That's the one. And I put it in the answer I got, and it's right.
Oh, thanks.
So I have a hard time all alone. I'm much better with a group.
Yeah.
It's just-
So
That's
once
okay,
we
though.
get
I understand.
once we get past this point, we can enter a lot of this in, and it's done.
And it's PSS. Okay.
Yeah. So this one's Excel. Once we get there.
Yeah, if you could just let me know the 15, 16, 17, and then I will work that out myself. I've written it down.
Okay.
And
So
then we'll just,
is 0.0161 or 0.16.
wait, I'm sorry. What?
Oh my gosh. It's all me. 0.016.
Oh, okay. And that's for the margin of error.
Yeah. And then 16. These ones are done in your Excel. It's negative 0.003.
Negative 0.003.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 17 is 0.029.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Perform a hypothesis test to see the proportion of experimental group subjects who experience dizziness. Use a level of significance. What are the appropriate null and the
Would it be A?
A.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah. Um,
Okay. Our test is
well, this is hard. I've forgotten everything.
too. I took all those notes and now I forget. Let's see here. Test statistic. I think this is an example for Fox populations.
so this is your Excel still from your 2-sample z-test. You're just going to find that on your sheet.
Are we allowed to use Excel in the?
Well, for this one you do, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get it. Then this one, does this look familiar?
Oh, sorry. I'm looking
Okay,
at
you're
mine.
fine.
Yeah.
So that's the only one they said we had to use in Excel because they didn't have an SPSS for it.
Oh, okay. For different. They say, oh, how do you find the test statistic? I have like 6 different formulas.
I know. This one is just you enter everything, the upper bound and the lower bound and everything you have, and the test statistic just shows up
Oh, in thing. Oh.
Yeah. in Excel. So that's like one of my favorites. I wish it was that easy on a lot of them.
That's nice. Yeah, I used Excel for one of this. I think for the t-test actually. I thought it was much more understandable than SPSS.
So, okay.
So 19 is 1.458, if I didn't already tell you that. If you want it.
19. Sorry, 19 is what?
1.458.
And these Excel instructions, I noticed that there were only Excel instructions in the video tutorials and also in the book for this particular one. So that's why they only do Excel, because that SPSS doesn't work for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it's two-tailed. So the probability is 0.145.
Yep.
So 0.145 for 20.
Correct.
Yeah. Is there sufficient evidence to conclude that true So the P is high. So we failed to reject, right?
Yep.
Yes, I failed to reject the null hypothesis.
It's no, I failed to reject the,
Oh,
yeah, I know. Because it says,
oh
is,
no, there is insufficient evidence. Okay.
yeah, that's what threw me off. It's the sufficient evidence. I keep underlining that for myself because that's where it screws me up.
Yeah, I have all those notes for that. I have a hard time remembering. So no, I failed to reject HO.
Surveys conducted, they were asked, are you a morning person or a night person? Oh, and can we put these things into SSPS?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to find this one on my thing. Which one we did? S23. I think it's a one sample z-test for proportion. Is that right? No. No. Where's my notes on that one? 6.58.
Let's see, one sample Z test for proportion.
Oh, there it is. Wow, that's way back there.
What chapter was it?
It's chapter 19, so it's your chi-test.
Oh, chi-squared test of independence.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so you're. So then that'll pop up. There it is.
So the formula for the chi test, let's see. I had the heck of a time trying to find the formula in the book.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a formula.
Yeah.
That frustrated me. I was like, is our formula we follow for this, or?
No, it's just following the SPS instructions.
Oh, okay.
Got them in my other notes.
And that's right here for Excel. Do we use it for Excel?
No, you want SPSS on this one.
You want SPSS for this one? Okay. Oh, I remember this. I had a hard time with this problem on another homework assignment. I couldn't figure it out. I kept trying to go, okay, SPSS.
Yep, so this is when we have to enter in, right?
And we enter it in.
Yeah.
We don't find the file. Okay.
So this is where I turned around and just used one of the files that already existed and then entered my own in.
How did you do it?
You want the actual SPSS?
Put the data in the file. So what I did on the last assignment is kind of dumb, but I just put the numbers in the rows. Like I just put them in the order that they had them in this chart here. But I don't think I did it right because nothing came up.
Gotcha.
And so I was reading the instructions, but I just couldn't. It says we must first organize the data in a format that SPSS requires, and I read that, and it doesn't really show you step by step. I couldn't piece it together. But
Hold on real quick. Alice, do you know how to do the chi-square, right? Oh, we lost her. If she knows how to do that, how about when we're done, I'll go over it with you since we've only got like 15 minutes to work on it.
Thank you so much. Okay, because I emailed the professor and she didn't understand the question I was asking, and I think it was this that I didn't answer.
Just I'll get on and I could show you what I'm doing on my screen and do it that way.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, so we're on 22. Is that correct?
So
Yeah.
Is Alice here?
Nope, she took off. She logged off. Doesn't mean she took off. But so 22, if we didn't have that one, is 6.58.
Mm-hmm.
And 0.087 is 23.
Okay. And if we have,
We had a higher P.
P,
Then we got, should we reject HO? No, the p-value is greater than 0.5.
mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, if P is high, keep the guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on your results.
So my test statistic's pretty high.
What did you get?
6.597.
Yep, 6.58.
Oh, so, oh yeah, 6.58. Yeah. Oh, I got it right.
You got it.
So 6.58. Wait, are we? Don't we do it to 3 decimal places?
Yeah, you could put 6.579.
Oh, and it would be the same.
Yeah, it'd be the same. I may have even, well, I don't know why I didn't. But it
I
took,
was just
it took
nervous, so-
6.58, so I don't see why it wouldn't have done the other one.
Yeah. And then it just doesn't offer that as an option
Hmm.
in the.
Hmm.
Like even in the little review.
The whole, yeah, it did. It's on a different number. It's on number 19 in the review.
Oh.
That's why I was confused with all of the things, because they like number 15 on the quiz wasn't in the review.
Oh.
So yeah, look at number 19.
Oh, and I'm totally right here. This is great.
I know.
Okay, and then the p-value is 0.087.
Yep.
Nice. I got this. We got this. Should you reject the null or not? The p's. Oh, you failed to reject the null because. Oh, so do you reject the null? Oh no, I failed to. No.
Nope, the p-value is
No,
greater.
the p-value is greater than 0.5.
Yep.
0.05. Perfect. What do you conclude? So, I know it's insufficient.
And it's insufficient when
Oh, when you reject, then there's sufficient evidence. So we are not rejecting, so there's insufficient evidence. So it's after the last two.
Yeah, it's I got this one wrong, but then I know that it's the last one.
Oh, it is the last one. Oh, I
thought it was the third one, but it's not independent.
A recent book noted that interest in.
So this is your one proportion in Excel.
Oh, this is the other one in Excel.
Yeah.
One proportion. Let me try to do this.
Or your one sample z-test for proportion.
We just have to input so it's 95% confidence interval.
Yep.
So X would be 200. Is that X?
N is 200.
Oh, N is 200. What would X be?
X is your 50. These outperformed.
Oh, do you know what? I hate when they put some of it in writing.
I know. Rose.
And the confidence interval was 0.95. And what's the null hypothesis? Do we have to write that? No.
0.20. But I don't think that matters on this one, at this part.
Oh, okay. That's good. But we have...
So for 20, sorry, for 26, percent confidence interval of P. And we use Excel, right?
Yeah, so this is one that they had already prepared for us, the one sample z-test for a proportion. It's in chapter 17, I believe. Yep, 17.
Okay, so do we go to chapter 17 and get that file? Is that where you get it?
I don't remember. I saved it the day of. I can email it to you real quick if you want.
Oh, it's okay. I guess my problem is I'm having a hard time finding the files and knowing what, usually they have the file right there and you click on it and that's where it is.
Yeah.
Is that, you know what I mean? I've been having a hard time finding them.
So I think I got it.
Okay.
So the lower bound is 0.190, upper bound is 0.3110.
Yeah.
Perfect. Suppose you've been in charge, of designing the study. What sample size would be needed to construct a margin of error of 2%? Oh gosh, I don't even know how to work this one out.
Hold on real quick. 28, right?
Yeah, I suppose you've been in charge of designing the study. Oh,
Yeah.
This is me. I would have done this.
And you got it.
I don't think I did this.
Sorry. Okay, so this is one that you have to calculate. It's the n equals your brackets, z star divided by m squared, and your p star 1 minus p squared. Let me just show you. I'm horrible at this. If you can see it, come on. Right there.
Oh, yeah. No, that rings a bell. It's on here, so 1.96.
Yeah, 1.96 divided by 0.02 squared.
So it's 1.96 divided by 0.02.
Squared, yep.
That's 9604.
I'm not sure. You have to do it all together because then also there's the 0.20 brackets 1 minus 0.20. Your answer should be 1536.64 or 1537 because we have to round that one up.
Yeah, I got 1.37.
Okay, so I'll just use the better calculator.
So,
1, 5.
Marjorie, I just sent you the Excel 1 and 2 proportions just so you have them on the test.
Oh, thank you. And I just found the using Excel to perform these calculations. So this, thank you. I should read the chapters more diligently. I'm not reading them. I need to read them more diligently.
Okay, 29.
So it was 1537 for 28?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I like these ones. Okay. Would it be B?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's your fifth one down.
Yeah, the fifth one.
Because it's
Oh, the other one.
Has to be bigger than, yeah, the other's the other way around.
Okay.
You got it though.
Kinda.
What requirements must be met to ensure that p hat is normally distributed? The top one.
correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going back to the flipping test statistic.
Chapter 17, I know that much. But now I got to find out where I did this. 27. 768. Yeah, so this is your Excel also, one sample Z test for a proportion, which you should already have all of that entered in.
Oh yeah, perfect. We just had that down. So let me go back. Test statistic. So I just have the Z. Oh, I just have the Z score.
That's your test statistic for this. You should have 1.768, is that right?
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, I always forget that the Z and the test are the same, basically. And the p-value is 0.039.
Yep.
And then, is there sufficient evidence to conclude that graduates from the top 10? No.
It's yes, I rejected HO.
Oh, yeah, I rejected it. Yeah, so but there isn't sufficient evidence.
It's sufficient, I know. Like I said, that throws me.
Oh, it's yes, I rejected HO. Okay. That's confusing.
I know, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
We're almost done. Never mind, I lied.
Yay.
13 questions. We can do them. Computer software is commonly used to translate text from one another. I'm not going to say this out loud, sorry.
Fine.
So I'm going to open this up. Are you guys going to take the test tonight?
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
Oh, so the test it's open tonight?
It's
Yeah,
open. It was open yesterday.
Oh, I thought it was due. Oh,
tomorrow.
I am really glad you guys. It's due tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Oh, I thought it was Wednesday to Friday. I must have messed up the dates. I am really, really glad you guys. Man,
No, I
I'm
thought it was
being-
Wednesday to Friday too at first.
I checked it and I just don't check. I'm bad with numbers. That's okay.
So this one I found in chapter 11. It's the
Yeah.
exact same thing in the homework quiz number 8, so I just went back and found how to do it. But it's the t-test, one sample test, one sample t-test.
One sample t-test, yeah. And then there's one. Why do they, because you can do all of this on Excel as well.
I don't know. I remember using Excel for foundations math, and I liked it.
It's because they always have to keep changing,
Yeah, because they want us to fail.
selling more statistics software.
So analyze compare means one sample t-test. Okay. Okay, why isn't this?
And don't forget your test value of 0.295.
So is it one sample t-test?
Yeah.
It's not coming up with anything for me.
And our test what's our test value?
Just remember when you're entering in there, it's 0.295 is your test value instead of 0.295.
Yay, I know how to do this one. Okay.
Oh, you gotta open up the file for it, right?
Yeah, they have the file there.
Why is this coming up as blank? I don't understand. This is so annoying.
That does that to me too. I hate it. I don't like that.
None of the numbers are in your software.
No, nothing. I'm trying to see. I don't want this to happen on the test.
And if it doesn't work, that's the rough part about the program. If it doesn't work, you're in a rock and a hard place. It's rough. You can email her though. I'd email her if like, hey, it didn't work and I couldn't find the answers on it.
Lost her. She logged out. Did you, are you guys clicking yes when you open up your file? Because if you click no, there's not going to be anything there.
So it's negative 0.01262.
Sorry, which number are we on?
34. 0.
0.282. What do you need, sweetheart?
I need you to sign in.
No, I can't sign you in right now.
Then I cannot do anything. Everything on my game.
I'm sorry. Why didn't you have it? Hold on, Marjorie. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's okay. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I have bad. I'm in a basement, so I think I got it though.
That's okay. You figured it out? Okay, I think I figured it out too, but let's
But it's
double
like
check.
it's really. So what did you put as the test value?
I put negative 2.803.
How did you get that?
That's right.
Oh, that I did not do that. Let me do it again.
For number 31, is that the number we're looking at?
For 31.
34. Oh no. Oh, sorry, no.
Okay, so sorry.
This is number 34, aren't we?
Yeah, I think it's number 34.
34. I've got a thing written down on my other paper. Number 34. Yeah, the test value is negative 2.
Oh, I think yeah. Next, sorry. Oh wait, 2. It's just 2.295, right?
So number 34, the answer is 0.282. Is that what you're asking for, or you're just asking what the test value is? Oh, 0.295. Yeah, sorry. I see what you're asking for.
Oh, okay, so that value. Okay, so
I have way different
get it.
numbers. I think, I did is it for blue scores?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to get.
For lower bound, for 34, I got negative 0.0126. Because, they said 95. The test value.
Your 95% confidence interval, did you enter 0.295?
Yeah.
But you had negative, didn't you?
I had a lot of negative numbers.
Lower bound, I got negative 0.01013. Is that right?
Yeah. If you round it, yeah. 0.13 instead of 0.126. Yeah.
0.002.
So the lower bound that you guys have for number 30, is that what it is? Why am I missing these?
That's the upper bound. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've got the whole
Do you need help?
No, I've got the answers. I was trying to help you guys, but if you already have it, then I'm not going to tell you. I mean, I don't want to bug you, Bob.
So negative 0.002 is the upper bound, right?
For number 35,
Yeah.
the answer is 0.293.
Wait, how did you get that?
That's why I was trying to figure out. You guys have different answers than what I've got.
But is yours right, or did you
Yeah,
check?
it's right. It's right.
Oh.
I'm trying to open up the blues right
I
now.
just did the one sample t-test with the test value of 0.295.
Sorry, my thing's being slow. Price 5. Yeah, and maybe I told you the wrong test. I guess that's possible too. My thing says one sample
I think,
t-test.
yeah,
That's
I think it's right.
Okay, analyze one sample t scores test value 0.295. And then I did my descriptive statistics. You guys do that too, right? I think that's what it is. Maybe not.
Is it the 95% confidence interval? Is that the confidence interval we're going for? Look on the thing.
Yeah, there's the lower and the upper. The confidence interval, yeah.
Yeah, here I've got.
Trying to find the
Is the tested? I got negative 2.803. For the is T the test statistic T?
yeah, negative 2.803 is correct.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's what I got for the Blue Score. And it says the 95% confidence interval of the difference, lower bound, is minus 0.013.
That's why, okay. So that's where I screwed up telling you. 36, 37, and 38 should be using your 0.295, but the other one should only be using 0. So 5 should be using 0.
Wait, so the upper bound and lower bound is 0?
You know how on I made you do the test value on the one sample T of 0.295, you changed it? That's correct for 36, 37, and 38. But if you're doing 34 and 35, the test value is just 0. I believe. If that's what I did different.
Thank you. A good husband.
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused with the numbers. So 36 was degrees of freedom.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Is that 99?
yeah.
And then the test statistic, sorry, so 0.295 is for 36, 37, 38. And then 34 and 35 are for when they're 0.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the answers, 0. Okay.
That's not the answer. That's just what you use to get the answer.
For the test value. Wow, that's confusing.
So number 30,
You are amazing to
your
figure that
34
out.
should be 0.282.
0.082 for 34.
0.282.
For 35.
And 35 is 0.293.
So that
0.293.
2.9.
Sorry, and then 34. I'm sorry, what's 34 again?
0.282.
282. Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't understand why that is.
I know. Give me a second.
Why did they make it like that? That's dumb.
So
And I-
for the one sample t-test, for the test value, we have to put 0. But that means that the t-score, because I've got 282 here, 292,
Yeah, so
t-score is 109. Like, how did you know how to do that?
I know.
but see, they're not asking for the T-score on 34 and 35. So then we change everything for 36, 37, and 38 to your 0.295, and it changes your T-score back to the correct value of negative 2.803. But just a second, I need to double check on that 0 real quick, because yeah, that's right. You want a test value of 0 for your 34 and 35. I confused you by jumping ahead, and I'm sorry.
I'm just really confused because in the question it says population mean score of 0.295, which would make sense that is the
Yeah, for
Yeah.
number, 36, 37, and 38. But for 34 and 35, it doesn't give us that information, so it would just be 0.
but it does give us that information at the end of the thing.
Of which one? Number,
At the end of them, like at the very beginning of everything, it says use this information. At the very end, in the third or
it's
second
not
page.
asking us to find a 95% confidence level. Is that what? Calculate the degrees of freedom test statistic.
Well, honestly, it's obviously not right, so just ignore me there.
But I understand what you mean. That's strange, yeah. Well, we're glad you figured that out, Christina. We probably wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have known that. Man.
So
I'll tell you.
the P score is minus 2.803. Oh wait, you didn't ask us what it is. Oh yeah, they did. Minus 2.8. Degrees of freedom.
99, right?
No, yeah.
99. And 38, the P value. So we put the T score minus 2.803 into the minus. Is it 212.005?
And so if you look at the test itself, it says 0.006
Does it even say that?
for your sig test held. For your test value.
Oh, I forget. Oh, 212.006. Okay. Oh my
And
God.
then,
Failed to reject with null, so there's insufficient evidence. So insufficient evidence to say that the true mean is
different than 0. I think it's that one.
That's the top one. Yeah, A.
Oh, it's the top one? Okay.
20. So, okay, let me get rid of all of the other ones.
No, not AM, PM heights again.
And that's because it was exactly from, it's the exact same thing. So I just entered it from the quiz. It's exactly the same, so I just entered it.
So what was the answer?
So number 40 is 8.727. 41 is 10,455.
But you just got this from the other quiz from the other day?
So if it's from homework or lesson 12 homework quiz numbers 1 through 8. Exact same answers. So if you go back and you look at the homework and see what you did, you can get it.
Oh yeah.
That's your upper minus lower kind of thingy. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that was 10,454 if it's 10 point. Yeah, 10.455. Sorry, I would have been telling you.
10.455. Okay.
Yeah, and did I tell you 8.727?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
42 was outrageous, but it's right. 22.446.
Oh, and that's a test statistic.
Yeah.
And then degrees of freedom.
43 is 40.
Oh yeah, I remember doing this.
And 44 is 0.
Yeah, I've realized if I don't know what the p-value is, I just put 0, and there's like some chance that it could be correct.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Huh?
Yep, there is. There is a good chance.
So 45 is C, yes, because we rejected
Yes,
the.
you rejected the null.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna submit, and then we can look. So no one else submit, just in case they want to get full points. Sorry, it's just loading. Okay, so I got 90%. The ones I got wrong were, where I'm struggling to find them. I think they're all at the beginning.
yay, sorry. That's the ones I got wrong. So I'm like, I told you, at least told you the answers, I hope.
So I got question 7 wrong.
Oh, we did good though. You guys did good. I'm not taking credit for those.
7, 6, and 5. And that's it. Oh, 7, 6, 5, and 3. 6, 5.
Those are the ones I missed. Dang it. So those are the ones we got wrong.
Yeah. So it's not chi square for the number 2.
Yes,
So
it
which
is.
ones is it not? So that's question 2. Oh wait, no, we got question 2 right. I'm sorry, I've been.
Oh, we got 2 right. Okay.
So question 3. Let's do question 3. It wasn't a paired samples 2 test. And which one did you get that it wasn't?
It's not independent samples either.
So it would be 2 proportions, the test of 2 proportions. Because there's 2, is there 2 proportions here?
Well,
Yeah, there's 2 groups.
we thought it was 2 groups, so.
So should we do test of 2 proportions? I think it'd be that one. Because all the other ones are for, a lot of them are for 1 sample. Except for ANOVA, but ANOVA isn't for 2 samples usually, it's for
Yeah.
like 3 or more.
All right.
So I think it's that one. And what was the next one we got wrong?
5.
Number 5, okay. A student project compared the fitness of 2 different combination locks. Oh, this one was tricky. I picked test of 2 proportions. Was that the one you guys picked?
Yeah, she's off right now. Yeah, that's the one we had that was wrong. And one sample
Okay.
test was wrong. So,
Man, this is hard.
yeah, I'm
Student
gonna,
project compared the effectiveness of 2 different combination locks. One of the locks turned clockwise first and the other lock turned counterclockwise first. They asked 25 students to participate in the study. Each student was given the combination to each lock and asked to open the locks.
this would only be one group though, right? 'Cause
Yeah, it'd be one group.
students. And they were asked to do 2 different things. So, I don't know.
It might be the test of 1 proportion,
Yeah, I don't know.
because it is 1 proportion.
And we had even said that it could be a paired sample t-test. But that's not 2 groups, right? That's only 1 group.
Yeah, because it says of 2 different combination locks.
Oh, you're back. Oh,
You're the one that left.
no, I don't know what I just terrible. So I've written down everything that it isn't. So
Okay.
question 3 is not paired independent. Question 5 is not a test of 2 proportions. 6, not confidence intervals for 2 proportions. And 7 is not independent samples T confidence interval. So we just figure out. So which ones did you get? 3, 5, 6.
So number 3 is not independent samples t-test.
Okay.
5 is not 1 sample t-test.
Hang on, let me just write this down. It's T. What do you say? 1 sample?
One sample t-test, yeah. 6 is not independent sample t-confidence. 7 is not paired samples t-confidence. That was it, right?
Yeah.
It takes so much work to go back through and re-enter the 45 questions.
I know.
Oh, it does.
I'm just gonna say, give it to me.
Well, I can go through, if you want me to, I'll read them out to you, what's right.
Oh, no, I've got them printed on. I just am like, how many times, or if we turn around and keep getting the wrong ones, we have to enter it over. But I guess we only have to enter it twice, right?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I might wait and.
mine's not in it, and I'm like, I'm spending so much time on this, and then tonight. So, like, I'm an hour and a half into this already.
Yeah, I honestly, we can.
Work on that on our own.
I'm
Yeah,
okay
let's
taking the 90%. Yeah.
I'll probably look at it later and see if
Yeah,
I can.
I had an 86%, and it dropped me only like point something, like 0.02 on my grade. So it's like, that's nothing. Like
It
0.0.
doesn't, yeah. The test is
Nothing.
what helps
I
your
know.
grade the most. The test, yeah.
So,
Thank you so much for your help. I appreciate everything.
Thank you, yeah.
Hopefully we can get it right and sort it out.
okay. And
Mhm.
I'll email this broadcast to Emma so she has it. And then
Oh.
Marjorie, did you want me to help you with that Kai Chi or whatever it is?
Yeah. Is that okay? I know you're really, well, if you can't, I
Fine.
understand.
I just, if I do that and that, I have to be done by 2. I've got babies getting up at 2. So that's my
Okay. Is it in the Excel in chapter 17? Is that the Kai testing instructions?
Yeah, usually they're like, yeah, in chapter 11 as well. And it comes up with, and it has the 1 proportion, 2 proportion, chi-square, and version.
Oh, I didn't even.
Oh, for 11 and 17. Okay, if I have that, I can find it.
So, and I'll just send you the example that I was using.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind. It took me like 2 hours to figure it out.
Oh, you're amazing. I was sitting there for hours with Erin trying to figure out how to solve it, and I just couldn't get it right. And I emailed professor, and oh, that book fell. That's okay.
So no, I don't mind. I can sit here with you for a minute. Alice, you can stay or you can go. It's up to you. It's the one that you already knew how to do.
Oh, yeah. No, I might leave. Just quick though, is everyone's all set for the submitting their data?
Yeah.
Is there specific instructions for collect the data in the files, right? And we read it through?
Yeah, and if you just look, just make sure that your collect the data is like coincides with the design study. So just double look at I've emailed the design study to you. So if it asks any questions, just make sure you're doing it with regards to the design.
I did have one question because I read your design the study, which you did a really good job. That was really good. So for the one about random you go on random.org and you put in random to make it random.
Yeah, so that was Sister Wilkinson's idea, just so that we can make it super random. Just pick out a bunch of convenience stores or grocery stores or whatever, like number them and then put it all in a random, just to make it more random.
Oh, the number generator.
Well, honestly, you could get Aaron to do it, and it would be super random because he wouldn't have a clue what's going on. And
we don't have to do that for this though, do we? This weekend?
No, not really. I don't.
Okay.
That's just, well, it's for collecting our data, so it has to be as random as possible.
Oh, so we don't need to list our names of the stores that we went to?
No, like honestly, and I spoke to Matthew about that, and he said, as I said, we were worried about all going to a similar store. He said it doesn't matter because it's a different store.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if we all go to Walmart.
Yeah, if we all went to Walmart, they'd probably be different places because we're in different states anyway, so it'd be super.
Okay. So it doesn't matter which
Good.
area. Oh, okay. I feel a lot better about that because I wasn't sure if we were supposed to do different stores.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
can get that done. I don't think it's very much. It's only 8 stores, and we can do half of them, most of it online, if not all of it. So,
Yeah.
okay.
I tried looking them up online. It was hard. Their
Oh,
company
really?
doesn't want to put the prices up.
Yeah, I called and the people were really decent.
Yeah,
So, well,
I'm gonna call them.
yeah.
I'm calling them later today.
Yeah,
call them at a time when they're dead, of course, when it's either early morning or late at night. At least that's when they're nicer.
right.
And
well,
they'll look for you.
because I'm going to do some other classes. But good luck with the test. I hope you guys do well.
Too, I
Thank
wanted to
you.
ask you, are you guys up for meeting on Thursday so we don't have to meet on the 4th of July?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know. Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
Yeah, so she says there's nothing on this Thursday that's due, nothing. And so she suggested that we meet this Thursday for lesson 21 so we don't have to meet on Tuesdays. Because she
Oh,
says,
yeah. That sounds great. I do.
Yeah.
That sounds much
I'm gonna do
better.
that. Yeah. I'm game for
I
that.
want the day off, please. That's my favorite holiday.
Okay, no, that's fine. We can. I mean, the holiday means nothing to me, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because you're from England. You're like, yay, hot dogs.
I mean, exactly. I'm like, free food, sunshine. That sounds good.
Okay, well, I'll stop the recording and then, Marjorie, if you want to stick around, I'll try and
Okay. All right.
Okay.
See you guys. Good luck.
You too. Thanks. Bye.